Hello. I'm going to read another book today. I haven't read this book too many times, but I really like the message behind this book and how it encourages us to use our words and become who we are. So it's called The Word Collector. The Word Collector. And the author and illustrator is Peter H. Reynolds. Peter H. Reynolds, The Word Collector. So here on this page, I like this page. It's a whole bunch of strips of paper with all different kinds of words. English language has many, many, many words. Collectors collect things. Some people collect stamps, or some people collect coins. Some people collect rocks, or art. Some people collect bugs. Some collect baseball cards, or perhaps comic books. So when I was younger, I collected comic books. That was something I collected. I had a whole big tub of comic books. And now I have some. I don't have all of them still, but I still have some of them. And Jerome, what did Jerome collect? Jerome collected words. Words. And so here he's got a stack of papers, and here he's holding the word that says wonder. Wonder. Like how wonderful things are. Or I wonder what's happening today. Wonder. I'm not going to read all his words because he has lots of words in this book. He collected words that he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant, says this guy. And he writes down the word Peru, which is a country. Certain words caught his attention. He collected words that he saw. And here he sees it's a tea shop. It's called the Willow Tea Shop. And so he writes down the word willow. And certain words jumped out at him. He collected words that he read. And here he's writing down the word emerald. Emerald, which is like a green gem. Short and sweet words. So here are short and sweet words like spark. Spark like zzz. 2-syllable treats. So words with 2 syllables. So it's when you have 2 sounds in them, like treasure, treasure. Or whisper, whisper. He has written down. And multi-syllable words that sounded like songs. So here he's got really long words like guacamole. Or kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. And he feels like those words are like songs. And there were words he did not know the meaning of at first, but they were marvelous to say. So marvelous to say. And here he's got a cool one. Effervescent. Effervescent is a long word. There are words whose sounds were perfectly suited for their meaning. For their meaning. So words that sound almost just like what they mean, like smudge. Smudge is when you make a mistake and you smudge. So he says that word kind of sounds just like it. Or bellow. Bellow. Like a lion bellows when it roars. Jerome filled his scrapbooks with more and more of his favorite words. And so look at all those words. His collections grew, and he began to organize them into things like dreamy and science and sad and action and poetic. And one day, while he was transporting them, Jerome slipped, and his words went flying. Oh, look at all his words. As he began to pick them up, he noticed that his collections had become jumbled. Jumbled, so that means all mixed up. Big words were next to little words. Sad words were next to dreamy words. So his collections got all jumbled and mixed up. So Jerome began stringing the words together. words he had not imagined being side by side. So here it says whisper symphony, electric peace, electric peace. And he used his words in this strange order to write poems. So he's writing poems. And poems are creative they're kind of like very short stories that are very creative with the words they use, or they use words that are very imaginative with how they put words together and make images with their words. And poems can be used just like he does here. He used the poems to make songs, and his songs moved and delighted people. So songs are really just poems that we use and we combine with music to make a song. And some of his simplest words were his most powerful. So some of his simplest words. So here he's telling this friend, I understand. I understand. Or, I'm sorry. Or, thank you. Or to this dog, look, this dog doesn't have a home. It lives in this box by a garbage can. But he says to the dog, you matter. You matter. So these little words that mean a lot to all these people. It's making these people and this dog feel better with just these little words. And so Jerome eagerly collected more and more of his favorite words. More and more. And the more words he knew, the more clearly he could share them with the world. And share with the world what he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was dreaming. So look at all those words. He got them in giant garbage bags and all in stacks. A few of them are flying away. He's going up a hill. So one breezy afternoon, he climbed the highest hill, pulling a wagon packed with all of his word collection. And once at the top, he smiled as he emptied his collection of words into the wind. So there his words are going and flying off. He saw children in the valley below, scurrying about, collecting all of the words that he had released into the wind. And Jerome had no words to describe how happy that made him feel, sharing his words with the world. And here is a quote. So a quote is something that someone said that we like to remember or remind ourselves of. It says, reach for your own words. Tell the world who you are and how you will make it better. And a man named Peter Hamilton Reynolds said that. Peter Hamilton Reynolds. Oh, that's him. That's the author. It says Hamilton here, so I got confused for a second because it's just Peter H. Reynolds on the cover. So how will you reach for your own words and find your own words, tell the world who you are, and make it better? I wonder.